Um, so hi guys, Dumelang, Platinum Mo. So I am gonna talk about, I just wanna share my story, I just wanna share my story, of witchcraft, I come from a place, man, I'm from rural areas in the Northern Cape where witchcraft it's done daylight, I made a video, where how I almost lost my mind, right? For the first time, right? This is the second time it happened, right? And what I've realized about Boloi, which is right, they it's for me within my family is there. I've experienced, being a victim of witchcraft. I hate the word victim, right? But I was a victim of witchcraft, right? But being a victim, mindset of victim, and I do not like have that mindset, So it happened right within a family for the first time it happened right with the family, right? I made that video, you know this is second time where it happened like at work, and the work by someone that I don't know, and it was not by a woman, it was a guy, and he was not even old, he was just probably the guy, he was probably less than 40, somewhere between 30 and 40, somewhere there, um and this is let me just give a context, right? So I left Joburg, right? Because I've been trying to get into the entertainment industry, right? And I left because of I felt like I didn't know myself. I don't know, but like I grew up without my father. I'll make that video, so I went to Kuruman, go and look for my father, right? Which I got rejected by the family, So I just needed something for me to be there, close to know who I am, right? And then I got rejected by the family. And then I had to, not look for a job, man, but look for excuse just to be there, right? Sharp. And then I call my childhood friend, right? His name is Les. I call him for. Let me just close the window here. So I called my childhood friend. He working as security guard, right? For the first time, I've never worked, or ever thought that I would ever work as a security guard, right? Sharp, I'm from rural areas, man. So really, any job for me is. I come from people where people work at farms. I come from a villages where people will drop out of school to work in at white people livestock, looking after white people's livestock, working at the grapes, farms, milli farms. So security probably better, right? Anyway, I so less my friend, my childhood friend, said to me, "Look, no, man. Listen. I told him that I'm looking for something. I'm came to look for my father. Blah 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 blah. Got rejected by family, so I just need to be close there. Excuse just to stay there, right? Sharp. Then he said, "Yo, man, do the papers. Sira, what Sira papers. I did those things. I did those things. I gave him make CV, gave him, and I then went to work. Sometimes God, so I believe for me, I'm very emotional person. I am a very emotional person. I think God put us in a place where we should be at all that time. That for me, I believe that I needed to be there on at that that time. So Leslie, I did all the papers. It was during COVID-19. I remember it was during COVID-19, 2019. It was during that time. Um, and I was COVID-19 anyway. I was not working anyway. So I went to Northern Cape. I gave Leslie, Les. I should probably not say his name. I gave him the CV. Went to his workplace, submitted, I got a call for interview, I did all those things. Then I got a job, right, as a security guard, sharp, sure. I don't mind, it's COVID-19 anyway, and I need excuse to be there, right? And then I then went to work. It's somewhere in the it's at the mine, somewhere in the mine in the Northern Cape, somewhere there. You know, I work with the people that, so at the mine, that mine is just in the middle of nowhere in the Northern Cape between Kurumanokatu and Postmasburg, right? Somewhere there, just in the middle of nowhere. I went to work there. I don't mind. So securities are 10 guys, right? We there with 10, and but during the day, the miners, people work for the mine, they come during the day, they leave at 4. They come at 6, they leave at 4 every day. Then it's just us, the security gets there. Sharp. Um, then there's these guys, right? I don't know them. I'm there, I'm depressed. My mind, most half the time, my mind is locked. I keep on asking myself, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? But I knew that I had a bigger picture of getting to know my paternal family, even though I got rejected from them. I just felt like I need to know who they are. Sharp. So as time goes by, half of the time I'm alone. I'm alone. I That was a time where I really, really got to connected with God more. Where I connected with nature, where I got to know myself even. Because I just felt like I didn't know myself. Half of the time I remember switch off. I'll make a video about the gospel, South African gospel music, man. I remember I took my phone, right? I took my phone, and then I deleted all the music, right? I deleted all the music. I'm a hip hop head. I love hip hop. I love Goma. I'm a DJ, by the way. So I'm a DJ. So I just love all the music, right? But during that time, I remember deleting all hip hop music, all house music, I'm a piano, Gom, deleted all the music. I was only left with gospel music because I was really, really depressed. Like, really, 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 my mental state took a toll during that time, right? Sharp. Um, Time goes by, right? I was listening to gospel music every day. Situation become like better. Prayed a lot. You know, gospel music really, really, really helped me. I'll make a video about that as well. And so these guys, they, like I said, guys, half of the time I'm just locked myself in a room. Most of the time I was working at night shift. At night it's in the bushes, but I'm just working at night. I prefer it that way because I didn't want to be around people a lot because of I was really, really depressed. I feel like crying and thinking about it. Really depressed. I I work a job that depresses me. I keep on asking myself, what am I doing here? I been fighting with my mom only to get rejected by the family that I've been fighting with my mom. You know, and there's this guys, man. Apparently they are sangomas, right? Two guys at the work, right? I never bother anybody. I never bother people. I never bother people. I always just I greet everybody. I talk to everybody when I have to talk to them. Or when they talk to me. wake up. I'll wake up, will cook, lock myself in a room, pray, meditate. That was just my thing. Just go to the bushes, just just be there. That's when I really connected with God at that time. Um, and then this guy one day. So there's something called God room, right? Something called God room. There's something called God room, and then and it's so crazy how people will bewitch people for stupid things. This guy, I don't know him. He doesn't know me, but he just decided, Jay, you know. Um, One day, there's something called guard room. If you, I'm sure probably everyone know. Guard room is where securities during the day they be there, even at night they are there, right? With their papers and. So this guy, he sprinkled muti, right? Muti that causes people to lose mind, right? And and there's something that I really being as a spiritually gifted person and coming from the Northern Cape, and I have experienced almost people causing your mind. Honestly, I truly believe, looking back at people where I come from, or people just on street, I truly believe that some most 80% of people who are mentally ill, it's something that is done spiritually, if not 90%. Especially on black people, I won't lie. In fact, this people keep on saying like, no, we are chemicals, chemical imbalances, blah 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 blah. And I don't want to probably not lie about that. Probably it is a thing, but where I come from, I know for a fact that there are people who actually who um who use their sangomas that create a muti that cause people to lose their mind. That's a fact. Right? Sharp. So one day in a guard room, um, this guy, he sprinkled muti there, right? It was a time I was spiritually, now I had been spiritually, how do I say it? I don't know how do I say it. I don't know how can I say it, but I could see things, right? Sharp. He sprinkled the muti in a guard room, right? And I got there for the first time. I remember telling the guys, I was like, yo guys, there's a muti here. There's some and the guys, they would just laugh. It was like, they just laugh. I was like, no man, you're overthinking things, sharp. Um I went out. When you get inside, and let me just educate the people. I'll talk about that muti that cause people losing their mind, right? So, and then as I you are inside, when you are inside, you feel it, right? It closes your nerve cells, the cells here, the nerve cells, literally they get closed, right? And I tell the guys, there's like, guys, there's a muti here. The guys, they just laugh. And when you step outside, you're okay. When you get inside, you can't breathe, you know. Um 3 days later, for me, I stopped getting inside. Literally, I remember there was a time when it was raining, and I just could not be in there, you know. I could not be inside because of I could feel the nerve, every time when I get there, the effect of it, I could feel it, right? I remember there was time where it was raining, and I was not just, I could not be inside there, and I'll just be outside, you know. Um, People are cruel, Ivana. People are cruel. People are cruel, you know. People are cruel, you know. After 3 days later, the guys, because I told them, and they said no. They started bleeding, right? The guys started bleeding, all of them. The one who works inside. during the night. They started bleeding, right? All of them, you know. Um, one of them later, during the off, he went to Sangoma. Sangoma told them what I told them, that there's a muti, someone uses muti on them at work, you know. And oof, I remember, so um, where we stay. So there's like a rooms. Everyone has a room and a key, right? But my room, it shares a key with another room, someone's room. So, and that guy who my room share the same key, he love going every off, he leave, right? I can't go anywhere. Where will I go? Got rejected by family, so I have just to be there, you know. Um so um so this guy will leave the key. So this guy got a hold of that key and he got it in my room and he sprinkled the very same thing. And I get in my room and I feel it and I'm like, what do you want from me? You know, and he was there. He was there. And I remember taking a salt, trying to take a salt and just sprinkled the room. It did not work, but I knew the trick. I realized the trick that when you open the door and the windows, that thing it goes out. Even though it will be left, it's a bit of it, but when you open the door and the window, it goes out, right? So the story came out that one of the miners saw the very same guy that I'm talking about, Springley Muti, in the in the guard room, right? Literally, someone saw him, and I remember the guys coming telling me the story. I was like, "Oh man, we heard somebody saying that um, they saw who was Banbani Springley Muti within the guard room, And man, it's just so stupid that people they just lawyer for no reason, for stupid things, Um, anyway, man, now I just want to share that story because of, for me, God has been, I don't know. Until this day, I'm, I know what's my purpose on this earth, right? Even for some reason, when I went to left Joburg to that place, it was to get to know myself, right? But mostly also know my purpose on this earth, and I know my purpose, but I just want to share my story, man. I just want to share my story with people when witchcraft, literally when you how you tshwareletse ka kobo ya thapelo o itse modimo, honestly. um really, witchcraft, it's nothing, honestly. That is a fact. Witchcraft is nothing. So, I mean, I just want to share that story, that there are people out there, man, that are sangomas. There's a story of Gogo Maweni, where she talks about things that she can do to people, and people are bashing her instead of people actually like appreciating that actually she's telling the truth, that this is what Sangoma must do. Just people bash her because of she's in a public eye, but in actual fact, people should we just be grateful that actually God uses her to expose witchcraft, and Sangomas that use witchcraft. So yeah, man, people are doing things. People are doing things, man. People are selling strokes. People are selling mental illness. People are selling. I'm gonna make a video. Actually, I wanna make a video about the TB. How the people get TB. That was done spiritually. I'll share that story. Yeah, man. Yeah, but guys, please subscribe, like, comment. Just subscribe. And I've realized actually that there's some of my videos that has ads on them. So please guys, if you come across my video that has ads, watch, please watch, man. Sharp.